Welcome back to this special presentation from the Art and Culture Desk at Dawn News. I'm Cyrus Vikiji. We're now going to take a look at what people had to say about the Pakistan Pavilion.
A lot of it is about turmoil, isn't it? Some of this, the work itself. So probably not. This reflects what the society is at the minute, probably.
Most people would be a little afraid of describing the violence or the potential violence in these direct terms, but he's not afraid of that. He's reflecting it entirely.
I actually think it stands out. I think it stands out purely for itself. I think it's an excellent artistic ability. And I also think there's a lot of thought that's gone into it. You can see the journey that they started from beginning to end. So, and I think that's very important. A lot of the other art that's here is very interesting too, but this actually tells more of a story, I think.
So this piece is amazing. It's, as you notice, actually it's gathering a lot of attention. And the minute that you said that it's from Pakistan, it was quite a pleasant surprise, a very pleasant surprise, I must say. Unfortunately, the image of Muslims and Arabs is deteriorating by the day. And as you have seen, I think majority of the visitors in here actually are foreigners, Europeans, and that when are exposed to such works, I think we can slowly but surely improve the image in their brains and their minds.
It certainly broadens the scope, yeah, for sure. And I think that's why these kind of exhibitions are quite important, to see the diversity of the culture, because it isn't all just about that. It isn't about terrorists. You don't see often the beauty because people prefer to just talk about the negatives, and that's a shame, I think.
These responses show clearly that art does have the power to challenge general impressions. Let's turn our attention now to some of the artists who participated in Art Dubai 2008 to find out how they handled the themes and concerns that drove their work. Ali Raza, having studied and lived in the USA, was keen to return to his homeland and did so in 2007. Using a variety of icons and techniques, his works are a reflection of his insecurity with the omnipresence of guns, the military, and militarization. Faiza Butt explores the everyday imagery of life around her, from journalistic photographs of celebrities to random acts of violence related in the news. Her work is concerned with the terrifying intervention of weaponry in our world. Duriya Kazi has in many ways been an ambassador for Pakistani art. In the work that she took to Art Dubai, she explores the vulnerability of flesh and cries out against the killings in Iraq, Palestine, and elsewhere in the world. Naiza Khan grew up in England but is now settled in her beloved Karachi. Her piece for Art Dubai, titled The Crossing, carries her body armor suits in a boat, referring to that journey to paradise that so many seek. Farida Batul is currently teaching in Lahore. Her work for Art Dubai perhaps captures the paradise that people afflicted by these issues dream of. Anwar Saeed, a teacher at the National College of Arts, Lahore, has been known to use Christian, Hindu and Buddhist iconography. He is said to have an exhilarating capacity to grasp unfamiliar imagery to serve his own mysterious and compelling ideas. Sophie Ernst has been called the outsider in the show. She grew up in Holland but has toured Pakistan to learn extensively about Pakistanis. Projecting her video onto cardboard boxes that represent the labor behind trade and exports, she follows the dreams of those who hope to find a better future abroad. Huma Mulji's piece depicting a camel stuffed inside a suitcase was a real show stealer at Art Dubai. The Karachi-based artist had a decidedly humorous take on notions of Islamic identities and investigated the dislocating complexities of traveling with a Pakistani passport. Her piece, bought for $8,000, was eventually removed as it was considered offensive. Muhammad Ali Tarpur lives in Lahore, where, for his recent body of work, he has explored linear compositions. His installation at Art Dubai was a transparent cube made of 125 small cubes with lines that extend on their own separate journeys. In Imran Qureshi's work, history sets the context. He works in the Mughal tradition of miniature painting, with its emphasis on draftsmanship, the delicate repetition of decorative motifs, and layers of color. His work redefines this tradition in contemporary terms. Rashid Rana of Lahore thrilled viewers at Art Dubai with his complex optical illusions. His piece revealed layers of visual experience, playing hide and seek with its viewers as large skyscrapers, on closer inspection, morphed into small homes in Lahore. It commented sharply on and challenged the viewer's perception of contemporary Pakistan. In two of the more candid interviews, Naiza Khan and Ali Raza revealed what it means to be an artist living and working in Pakistan.
Well, your first question, what does art mean to me? It's a very personal form of expression, and it's a way for me to find some sanity in the life that we live in. It's a way to reflect on one's own condition in that space. So it's all of those things.
Second, I also often ask this question to myself, that what is the role of an artist in present time? And I was reading somebody's quotation, which is a very beautiful one. Like, the artists are like earthworms for a society. They actually prepare fertile ground for the rest of the society. So I think somehow I feel that although the images I make won't really make much difference, but I believe that somehow I feel kind of my own responsibility to make images, or to raise issues or questions.
As far as your second question, does it matter if it sells or not? I don't think that that's the primary motive. I mean, if I wanted to, I know that making certain kinds of work, it would be easy to sell it because there is a market out there already for the work. I try not to fall into that trap. I try to kind of, as soon as I find that something is successful monetarily, I kind of move away from it almost sometimes.
The title of this piece is Cleaning Supplies. And it's about that mentality that believes that, like, you cannot solve the issues by discussion. You have to clean. You have to do the cleaning to really, maybe by shooting somebody or by killing somebody, you have just one way, the bullet, to negotiate. And it's a kind of, you can say, it's a protest from my point of view. It's a kind of more on this mentality where the people who don't really believe in dialogues.
The depth and sensitivity with which these artists have treated their work serves to tell the world who we really are. We are enlightened, we're moderate, and we do want to make Pakistan a better place. And on that auspicious note, we're going to take a short break. But when we come back, we're going to talk about a unique community outreach program organized by the Pakistan Pavilion that talks about the idea of desperately seeking paradise.